Just a couple of days ago, I talked about the burnout at work and, having to manage being gay. And that kind of ties to what I want to talk to you about today. Is this feeling like I have to be performative for straight people? Like, how can I be powerful without, quote, performing for straight people and moving into the world? Well, you don't need to code switch to be credible in the world and be who you are. You don't need to code switch for anybody, gay or straight. But let's be honest, a lot of us gay men, and I do mean a lot of us gay men, have learned to dial ourselves down in professional spaces, in social spaces, in the world in general, okay? Not in gender, but in general. And that's really hard because then our authenticity is being squashed. But your authenticity should be your edge. It shouldn't be a liability, guys. Being who you are is really a positive thing. It's that, like I said, it's that edge. So if you feel like you're performing for the straights, here's what I want you to do. Number one, remember that confidence comes from your alignment in who you are, not the assimilation to what everybody else expects. We knew that as we came out of the closet. Number two, I think there's true power in leading with our truths. Like when we lead with our truths of who we are, somebody said this to me at a work meeting not long ago, you really lead with your truth, Rick, and I really, really admire that. The right people are going to listen when you lead with your truth. And finally, you don't owe anyone, nobody, in the workplace, anywhere, your silence to be respected. Now, that doesn't mean you have to flame out or anything, and there's nothing wrong with flaming out, but you can be yourself. I mean, one of the greatest things I ever said was, oh yeah, my husband and I went wine tasting over the weekend. There was a lot of straight people like, oh, some of them I could tell were kind of in shock in the situation I was in. I was like, oh, that's cool. Where'd you guys go? Just say what you need to say, because you know what? You don't need to silence yourself. You need to stop shrinking back. And if you're performative for heterosexual life, which we all are to some degree, because life is very dominant heterosexual, right? But if that's becoming a pattern and you're like, I just can't do this anymore, I want you to start to think about leading your life without shrinking. Because guess what, guys? It's all about owning who you are and owning it deep into your soul. So what are you going to do today to own who you are deep into your soul, rather than becoming the performative, I'm gay, but I'm going to follow all the, quote, straight rules? I would love to hear your thoughts. All right, bye.